But here's something that I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to get your thoughts on. We've had this conversation a lot in this program and in other places about whether or not we're living in a police state. And I've always taken the position that, with regard to surveillance, the surveillance state, we're moving in that direction. And with regard to the militarization of our police, we're moving in that direction. But every now and then you get one of these stories that just makes you go, whoa. A guy named David Eckert, who lives in New Mexico, he lives in Deming, New Mexico, specifically, went to the Walmart last weekend, apparently. It was January 2nd. I'd have to look on a calendar to see when that was. I think, though, that was like Friday or Saturday. Goes to the Walmart, local Walmart. As he drives out, as he leaves, hits a stop sign and does, what's referred to as the rolling turn, right? He didn't completely stop for the stop sign. He just slowed down a whole lot and then just kept on going and made his turn. Police pulled him over. When he got out of the car, one of the officers thought it looked like this guy was clenching his buttocks more than he should be. And according to at least one report, there was a drug dog that sniffed the seat of his car and said, "Whoo-hoo." Now, I don't know if you ever noticed what dogs do when other dogs have their butts available. I mean, dogs seem to be really interested in butts. But in any case, apparently so are the police from Deming, New Mexico. They took him to a local hospital and asked the ER doc to do an anal cavity search. The ER doc said, "No, I'm not going to do that. It's unethical." So they took him to another, and they got a warrant for this, based on the dog and the cops saying he's clenching. They took him to another center, and not only did they, I don't want to get too graphic here, not only did they put their fingers in several times and find nothing, but then they gave him 3 enemas. This is where they fill you up with liquids, and then when the stuff comes rushing out, take a look at it in full view of the police so that they could watch for anything coming out. Nothing, no drugs. They gave him 2 different x-rays. And then finally, against his will, all of this without his consent, because he didn't stop for a red light, remember. They injected him with sedatives, sedated him, and snaked a colonoscopy tube about 5 feet up into his body with a light, And now the hospital that did this is billing him for it and threatening to sue him if he doesn't pay. He is, as you may imagine, filing a civil rights violation lawsuit against the city of Deming. But this is incredible. And it provokes me, first of all, have we gone probe crazy here? I mean, in Virginia, it looks like Governor Ultrasound Bob McDonnell, the guy who was governor, who basically, his claim to fame was that he passed a law, he pushed through a law that if a woman in Virginia wants to get an abortion, she has to get raped by the state at gunpoint if she resists with a vaginal wand. And his protege, Ken Cuccinelli, who totally supports this state-sanctioned rape, the funny headline over at DU, I think it was something like, serious vaginal probe backlash in Virginia. Yeah, maybe. But have the police gone too far? What have your experiences been? Have you had an experience with the police that causes you to wonder? Louise, some years back, when we lived in Georgia, they had set up one of these drunk driving roadblocks, which I think are totally unconstitutional. She had 3 kids in the car and a dog, and she didn't have her registration with her. And the police officer was going to send the kids to social services, the dog to the pound, and put her in jail. And she was totally freaked. I mean, she still talks about it to this day. It's like, at what point? On the other hand, one time I was driving in Michigan, I was going 80 and a 70, on the highway, and in a lot of states you can go 10 over. Cop pulled me over and very friendly said, in Michigan we enforce this at 5 over. Just thought you'd want to know. I see you have out-of-state plates. Like, whoa. I didn't tell him I grew up there. But then I'm, your prototypical white guy. I'm guessing there are a lot of other very interesting experiences out there. If you've had one, you want to share it with me, let me know.